Just waiting for the delay to catch up a little bit here. And here we go. So, off to a good start. Good quality mashing here between both of our runners. Looks a little desynced right now. Flutz just slightly better at clearing these text boxes. Alright, so both our runners going for this PC potion, first of all. A fair play here between these two runners, as you do not want to take an early death on this rival fight here, and it's good to have a potion handy. But it can affect your menuing if you're going for YOLO Ball on the Nitto later on, if you still have that PC potion. Okay, coming into this rival fight, we'll see who gets a lucky fight, if any of them do. Flutz getting that first turn growl. We'll have to do a second tail whip. Crrool getting one growl already, but he's already on to tackles. 2 growls. This is going to be a long fight for Crrool. Also 2 growls for Flutz. It's like they're in the same fight. Flutz missing that last tackle. And he is kind of low on health here. May have to use the PC potion here if he gets 2 more tackles, but it looks like he's going to finish off this fight pretty soon. Crrool finishing first. Better luck. And there goes Flutz too. So neither of our runners had to use their PC potion, but I do remember from yesterday that Crrool did not attempt a YOLO Ball capture of his Nitto, so we'll see if Flutz, if I recall correctly, he usually does a quick menu beforehand to put his Pokeballs back into slot 1 to make that YOLO Ball a little easier for him. Okay, both of our runners getting early encounters here, and both of them opting to kill one. Crrool now getting a second encounter, he'll probably run away from this. As he does. So, now they're basically synced again. Crrool getting a third encounter. Unlucky on this first through Route 1. Okay, so that was already a little more encounters than each of our runners would like. 4 for Crrool and 3 for Flutz on that first time through Route 1. The game is not being kind today. Oh, and Flute's getting unlucky here. That is his 4th encounter in Route 1. Crrool going for Oak from behind. And Flute's going from the side. Literally no difference in how fast it goes, it's just a personal preference. Okay, and Crrool looks like he is through with only one more encounter on this last stretch through. Let's see if Flutz gets the same luck. This will be his 5th encounter as well. And Crrool taking 2 extra Pokeballs, just for extra safety, since he is most likely not confident in his YOLO Ball. And he is saving and resetting to manipulate the RNG to get his Nitto. Crrool is going to be going for the Fake God or Demigod Nitto, which has slightly less stats than the Nitto that Flutz will be going for, I do believe. Yes, he is going for the God Nitto. And the quick but difficult manip for that. You see, he did do that menu as well to put his Pokeballs in first position in his menu. Crrool tackling his Nitto. And no problems here for Flutz. And he gets that YOLO Ball frame in. Looked good to me. Is it good? It's good. No problems here from Flutz. Hardest manip for that Nitto. And it's no problem for Flutz. That's the kind of level that he's on. Crrool taking an early lead, stopping to pick up that tree potion. Flutz doing so as well. Safe play from both of our runners here. It looks like we will not see Forest Manip from Flutz right now. Can't say that's unexpected. Forest Manip is extremely new, only being developed like as this race is going on, and as this tournament has been going on. But, you know, you never know. It does get an unlucky encounter and an unlucky Pikachu at that. Crrool taking a few steps in those YOLO frames, or YOLO tiles, rather, in order to pick up that potion before the bug catcher fight. See if Flutz does the same thing. No, going right into it. And Crrool getting unlucky here. Looks like his Squirtle had a lower defense than optimal, and did get that poison there as well. He is going to need to heal. Oh, and Flutz getting that poison too, but his health is still good. And he finishes the turn after he gets the poison. So, the early lead that Crrool had taken had just been negated. As both runners are now basically synced, Crrool is going to have to do a quick menu here, swapping around his Pokemon and using a potion and an antidote here, as Flutz gets a second forest encounter. That is unlucky. The game is not being very kind to him. Okay, we see a little bit of a difference here. Flutz going right to Brock. Crrool taking a bit of a safety, buying some early potions. He did have to use 2 potions in that previous bug catcher fight, one in the fight and one immediately after. So he has got 0 potions, or had 1 potion. Whatever. Flutz taking a save here before Brock, and I expect Crrool will do the same thing. He is in fact doing that. Now Crrool is coming into this fight with full health on his Squirtle, but oh, and it looks like he did forget to switch his Pokemon around before this fight. So that is interesting. It came out with Squirtle first. So he did have to switch to Nitto and back to Squirtle. That may set him back some time. Okay. Okay, so Crrool is now having to stall. Accidentally threw a Pokeball when he wanted to heal. Don't be a thief, Crrool. Stalling through that bide because his Squirtle did not have enough special to 2-shot it. Flutz, having the better Squirtle in this, finishes first. Got a bide on the first turn with his Squirtle, but ended up just going through it. Okay, so now he will switch to a good position and set, and yeah, Crrool finishing this. Both of our runners finishing Brock at about a mid-13. Still a respectable time for how the game has been treating them so far. Alright, so both of our runners are now heading towards Route 3. And Crrool, again in the chat. Focus on your run, dude. Oh, Flut's also in chat here too. Okay. Alright, so both on the same fight at this point. The lead has gone back and forth, but they are still on the same trainer and just 1 attack ahead, actually. 2 attacks ahead, maybe. Crrool getting trolled a little bit here. Okay, as Flutz finishes this first trainer, interesting to see if he's going to take a heal before Shorts Guy here. It looks like he is, not taking any chances with any less than full HP. Also takes a safety save. Shorts Guy is that kind of fight. You want to be full health and you want to save. Crrool doing the same thing. He was of course at a lower health before. Would not expect him to go into that fight without healing. Okay, looks like Flutz is through that Rattata. Only got one QA. Crrool, 2 QAs, one of them is a critical. And he is going to have to heal in order to not get wrecked. Flutz having no problems with that Ekans. Let's see how Crrool goes. Oh, he gets the first turn wrap. And this is not good for Crrool. He's using another potion, which means 4 left. And a second wrap. Not a good situation here for Crrool. 7 HP to finish these next 2 fights. Okay, and Flutz on to the last trainer battle here. Looks like he might be a little short on his horn attacks. Let's see. 6 left. So he may end up saving one in case he needs one for a flyer, but see what he does. And Crrool going into the same fight here. Gets a horn attack miss. That is not good. He is going to have to finish it off with tackles, regardless, but he is using his last horn attack. And let's see what flyer he gets. It is a Spearow, and it's a level 7. Crrool switching to tackles as well. Most likely ran out of horn attacks as well. He may have saved one horn attack in favor of Trying to save it for this flyer fight. We'll see. It's also a Spearow. Also a level 7. Wow. Flutz getting that unlucky second encounter in the grass. And he is away. Okay, and we are not seeing Mega Punch from Flutz. Or at least not seeing early Paris, as he is taking the center. And 21:01 entering Mount Moon. Very respectable time for Mr. Flutz here. With Crrool hot on his tail, only about 10 seconds behind. Okay, both runners getting early Zubat encounters. Flutz had a level 7, ran away from it. Crrool with a level 8, he is going to kill it for some Moon XP. Unlucky second encounter here. 3 steps and it's a level 6. He is also going to kill this one. But he is going to need another Zubat in order to get enough experience for this Moon XP to count. Oh look, there's his Paris. I wonder if he's just going to catch this one and kill the one after the Manip for experience. That would set him on a good pace. Looks like that's what he's doing. Yes. First ball misses. No worries, he's got lots more. Flutz getting an encounter on the tile for picking up the escape rope. As Crrool catches this lucky early Paris. Flutz looks like he's killing a level 11 for some XP. He should be good just to kill anything above a level 8 to get the rest of his experience here. Okay, and Flutz is through the last fight. Last fight, rather. Not the last fight. And it's hands off the controller time for him. Crrool still getting unlucky with these encounters. Oh, and he gets an encounter on the tile that he was going to start his Manip. Now saving. And we're seeing the brown palette. In brown palette, best palette. Here from Flutz. Oh, and it looks like he took a reset there. May have been a little clumsy on his A presses here. But he knew that he messed up, so he is resetting. Oh, he took the turn a little too late, that's what happened. And hands off the controller time for Crrool. And Crrool will also be starting his Manip. We'll see if he's doing Palette Manip or not. Actually, I don't know if we can even tell because his capture card is kind of borked at this point. Only showing in black and white. Flutz through, second attempt through, gets his Paris. And Crrool looks like he's going for just the regular Manip. Even though we can't see his palette right now, he is going for the root. That is 0 A presses, or 1 A press, sorry. And no palette change. Looked a little late on the turn there. He may have bonked. Looks like he may have bonked there. As he did get this Geodude encounter. But he's not too worried about it. He still does have the Paris from earlier. He would just be using the Manip to get through the rest of this encounter list. So let's see if it pays off for him. Ending the Manip early. Already gotten 3 encounters. Most likely would have been quicker just to go back and do the Manip over again, but Crrool has made his decision. At this point, if he did the Manip over again, it would not be worth it, but yeah. Okay, Crrool gets a Supersonic there, but does end up killing a level 13 Zubat. Or, sorry, Oh, and it looks like he, I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention. He, did not use the Moonstone before that encounter. So, yeah, that's actually interesting. Sorry, I kind of zoned out there for a little bit. Not a very good thing to say when you're commentating, but Flutz is through 28-34 coming out of Mount Moon here. Crrool looks like he is taking a safety potion before fighting this Pokemaniac. Or Super Nerd, rather, not Pokemaniac. It's a different class of trainer. Sorry. Okay, Flutz stopping to pick up the rare candy before going to his rival fight, just as Crrool finishes off this Super Nerd fight here. Okay, so... Oh, Crrool going for Dome Fossil. No praising Helix for him today. And it was a mid-28 for Flutz coming out, a early 30, about a minute and a half, almost exactly a minute and a half, about 90 seconds behind the leader Flutz here. And Flutz getting unlucky with the sand attack. He is switching out to his flyer. And Flutz's HP is looking good for the rest of this fight and for the rest of Nugget Bridge. Should have no problems here, though he did not get quite enough experience from Mount Moon encounters, so he will still be level 20 before coming to Mankey Guy, so he will have to two-shot the Mankey. See how lucky Crrool gets here. First turn QA from this Pidgeotto. And a crit. No problem there for Crrool. So he may catch up a little bit here, as Flutz had a lot of trouble on that fight. Okay, and just one trainer battle separating these two runners right now. Really interesting how close this race is, given the differences and given the RNG that has not been kind to them today. Okay, and Flutz now on this Mankey battle. He will have to two-shot it, so let's see if he's going to get a little unlucky here, perhaps. Oh, and he gets a crit, so no problems. No problem at all. Okay, so he is going to have Thrash coming out of this battle. He's going to use 2 rare candies, and Thrash is going to carry him through the rest of this route, and through the foreseeable future of this mid-game. Okay, and Crrool looks like he did get enough experience in Mount Moon. So he is going to do his candies a little earlier here. Means he gets a guaranteed one shot on this Mankey coming up here. Okay, so 36-15 for Flutz coming out of this, finishing his Nugget Bridge rather, coming out of the top hiker. Okay, let's see if Flutz gets this last turn here. He does get the last turn and it does kill it. Very good fight here for Flutz. Okay, and about 1 minute and 15 seconds behind Crrool at this point, behind Flutz. He is now going to his top hiker, see if he gets the same luck that Flutz did with this 4-turn thrash, or if he's even going to go for it. He is going for it, safe play, but he does have enough HP to handle even if he does get confused. Geodude using that defense curl, and it is not enough. Crrool gets the 4-turn thrash. Good on him. One more defense curl, actually, would have made it so that a 4-turn thrash could not finish off that Geodude. Okay. Flutz now going to see Bill. Crrool just has 2 battles left here. 2 quick battles, I should say. Both of our racers getting similar luck on this top route. Okay, so Flutz is not healing, but just escape roping. Looks like he's confident enough in his health to just take a save at Misty and not a heal. Crrool may or may not do the same. 44 HP is maybe a little low. Flutz at 42. We may see him use a potion here, but maybe not. It would leave him open to Bubble Beam crit. He is saving, but no heal. We'll see if he gets lucky here on Misty. Crrool looks like he is not so confident, and does end up using one potion, only one left though. Flutz gets the Bubble Beam. Is it a crit? It is not, but puts him down into red bar, and he is through. Solid play from Flutz here. Planned, calculated. At 41, 50. Beating Misty. And Crrool just now coming into his Misty battle, taking a quick safety save. Let's see how Crrool gets a water gun. He is just fine here. 36 HP is a good respectable amount. Couple ways he can get red bar coming into this next segment of the game, but Flutz already with the red bar. Doesn't have to worry about a thing. Flutz gets that jingle skip. As can be expected from such a runner. Okay, so he is taking a potion here. Fair play. This trainer can do some damage to you if you're not careful. Or unlucky, rather. Careful, lucky. These are kind of interchangeable in this game. Okay, and that looks like my Internet is cutting in and out a little bit here. Be right back. Okay, seems to be good now. So we see Flutz just coming to SSN, did some quick shopping. As Crrool getting through these trainer fights here. Okay, Flutz going to his next rival fight. As Crrool is not far behind him. Flutz having to switch out to Paris here. Okay, and looks like Crrool did end up opting to get some early super potions here, as he only had one potion left. Fair play here from Crrool. Okay, and just as Flutz is leaving this battle, Crrool is entering it. We see the rival walking away on both screens at the same time. Walking towards on Crrool's and walking away on Flutz's. Kind of a fun sight there. Okay, and Flutz is on to Surge. Crrool also getting sand attacked here, but bubble beaming through it. Another sand attack, it looks like he is going to have to switch out here. And Flutz waves bye-bye to SSN. Useless crit from Crrool there on that bubble beam. Okay, and Flutz just has a very quick menu here, teaching cut and teaching dig. And teaching bubble beam, as he did not do that earlier. Interesting, I did not realize he had went into that rival fight without bubble beam. Bit of a risky play there. I'm sorry I didn't catch that, my internet was cutting in and out at the time. And he is starting his Surge manip. Yeah, looks like all good for Flutz. And it is bye-bye SSN for Crrool. Okay, Flutz not quite in red bar here. Actually in a really unique position, as he, any chance for him to get red bar in Rock Tunnel may end up killing him if he's not lucky. As Crrool is now starting his cans minute. Okay, and all good for Crrool as well. Surge from the side. Okay, Crrool getting that X speed. A little unlucky means he has to scroll through a little more text. He wastes only a couple seconds, as Flutz is now going to 4-turn Thrash Girl. Does take a save before it. Fair play, as he's only at about 23 HP, I do believe. Okay, let's see if Flutz is going to get this 4-turn Thrash here. Oh, and gets the confusion, thrashes through it. All good here. May have been hoping for a bit of hurt and confusion there, actually. As hurt from confusion and a leech seed may end up putting him into a good, comfortable red bar. And Crrool not taking a safety before 4-turn Thrash Girl. See how lucky he gets. As Flutz is 55-14 entering Mount Moon. Okay, and Flutz now on to his second Pokemaniac battle. Looks like Crrool had no problems there with 4-turn Thrash. Flutz saving. Okay, it looks like we are having some internet issues from the restreamer, not from the streams themselves. Racers are still racing. Don't worry, fear not. There may be some frame drops, but the racers are still going, this race is still going on. And I'll still be here. Flutz now on to Hiker. Just as Crrool is baiting this Slowpoke. Gets the unlucky confusion after a good red bar. Has to switch out, kill his flyer, and back in. But he will be in a very comfortable red bar for the rest of this segment. Okay, and Crrool taking a safety save here before this Thrash, but as he was level 30, he didn't really need to. He's quite safe in that fight. As Flutz is now on to Gambler, his last big fight, or his last fight, in fact, before shopping. Crrool taking no chances here on his route. He did end up not going far enough over yesterday in his race and hit an optional in here, which did set him back quite a bit. Flutz getting a useless crit on that Vulpix. And let's see if his pickup is clean here for this underground elixir. Oh. Does miss it. Has to nudge around a few times in order to pick it up. Still not bad though. And considering the lead he's in, it shouldn't affect him that much. Okay, now Flutz starting his shopping here. Should have no problems with money for his X items. Oh goodness. It looks like people are telling me to refresh. Okay. Oh yeah, that is a lot better. Okay. So Flutz now onto Soda Pop. TM48, Rock Slide. So he is going Ice Beamless, it looks like. Looks like he is going to go for Blizzard strats. Okay, let's see if Crrool's pickup is clean there. Also having to wiggle around a little bit for it. We will see what the time difference is when they finish their fly splits. Crrool almost buying more super potions, but remembering last minute that he did end up buying them early in Vermilion. It looks like a clean menu coming through here from Flutz. This menu is a little shorter for him than usual because he is doing Blizz strats, so that's a 103.25 on the screen transition for Mr. Flutz here. Not a bad time considering the RNG that has been presented in this run so far. Yep, looks like no money problems from Crrool either. Looks like he's going for his 11.45 that he usually goes for. Crrool still going for his pre-manip strats. Okay, Flutz cleanly through that rival fight. And Crrool now starting his fly menu. Now his fly menu is a little longer, as he has to teach Horn Drill in this menu. Flutz will do it before the Polka Doll fight. Okay, so no misses from Rock Slide here so far for Flutz. Okay. And it is 106.01 on the screen transition for Crrool's fly split. So that would make the time difference 2 minutes and 46 seconds? Something like that. Definitely an increase from the minute and a half that it was coming out of Mount Moon. Crrool a little low on his health right now, but still alright. Flutz already passed that heal pad. And onto his final channeler fight. And no problems from Mr. Flutz here. Okay, so he will be taking a... Oh, maybe not teaching Horn Drill right now. Okay, Crrool just finishing up that first fight with the Channeler. Picking up the Awakening. Interesting strat here. Maybe to fill up the space that was left by the potions that he ran out of. Or Pokeballs, for that matter. So it's then teaching Horn Drill just before he needs it. Okay, Flutz now onto his final rocket encounter. No misses from Rock Slide on Crrool's side either. Looks like he is through. Okay, Crrool now on to his fights here with the rockets. So it was 2.5 minutes-ish at the fly split. Let's see what the time difference here is at this Pokeflute split. Okay, 1:10:47 for Flutz. Oh, Crrool getting confused there. Unlucky. And a double hurt. Looks like he just missed that range on the Golbat. Could have used Thunderbolt on that, but... Okay, Flutz opting to go for Silphco first. And going for the late EQ as is standard in his Blizz strats. Looks like Flutz missed the range on that Thrash, but got lucky and no Paralyze there. Okay. Crrool just getting his Poké-Flute as Flutz makes his way to the rival fight. And that's 113-28 for Crrool. Which makes the difference just about 3 minutes. That's 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Or 2 minutes 40 seconds, rather. So, still about the same. Crrool is not letting up any time. Flutz is not able to get ahead even a fraction of an inch. Crrool looks like he's going for Safari Zone first. Okay, it looks like Flutz's stream has frozen for me. Oh, there it goes. Okay, just a little hiccup. We're good. Crrool stopping one short on that pickup for the rare candy, but he has got it. Now, in his race yesterday, he did not go for the PP up. We'll see if he goes for it now. I don't expect he will, and he is bypassing it completely. Okay, Crrool taking a second to teach Ice Beam. As Flutz is onto his Giovanni fight, Crrool is just entering Safari Zone. Stopping to pick up this full restore. He had a little bit more luck today than he did yesterday, having to use his full restore early and not having one up till this point from about Rock Tunnel, I do believe. Okay, now Flutz backtracking up to 10th floor to get Earthquake. As Crrool is now cycling towards Saffron City. And also picking up this rare candy and digging out. Crrool looks like he's going the traditional way, going up to 10th floor first, picking up Earthquake and the rare candy that Flutz just picked up before he goes to the Rival and Giovanni fights. It does mean he's going to have to fight one more trainer, and it's this Rocket, which is technically optional at this point. But it doesn't take long. And Flutz goes for the side candy pickup. Perfect execution. And he is going for the PP up. Stops one too early, but gets it. Okay, and Flutz now teaching Earthquake, just as Crrool gets into this next Rocket fight. Looking for no glare here. Flutz opting to cut through the trees instead of biking around. Only faster if you're very confident in your frame-perfect clearing of that cut menu. And no problems from that Rocket for Crrool. And he is now onto his rival fight. Okay, Flutz digging out, and he is going to go to Koga now. Now both of these runners do have a fairly high HP. We'll see what they do in preparation in order to get into a good range for this self-destruct here. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the run, at this point we are trying to die to Weezing's self-destruct in order to finish the battle quicker and to force a red bar for the rest of the game. Okay, Flute's moving on to this second juggler fight. And I do expect he's going to try and stall the Hypno. We'll see what happens. As Crrool is just moving on to his Giovanni fight now. Looks like he hasn't had much problems here. Flutz is thunderbolting the Hypno. Gets a paralyze, but headbutts through it. 85, so he is going to oh no! This is looking very bad for Flutz here. Finally gets in range. That fully paralyzed was unlucky as it cost him quite a bit of time, but he does get into a good range here, if a high range, but still in range for self-destruct, even with a low roll. Okay, Flutz, all he needs to do now is Earthquake up until this Weezing, and then stall for self-destruct. And he gets the first turn self-destruct. Very lucky for Flutz here, as Crrool is just now flying back to Fuchsia to go to Koga. Okay, 125-24 for Flutz here on Koga. Chat saying Crrool should be elixiring right now. And yes, before you ask, he does have enough X accuracies. Both of them have enough X accuracies. That's fine. Okay. Flutz opting to take a stroll towards the water. As Crrool is now entering his Juggler 2 fight. Let's see if he gets a little luckier than Flutz did here. Okay, Flutz now entering the Cinnabar Tower. Crrool at a respectable level of HP now. No troll for him on that Juggler 2 fight. Okay, now Flutz is going to be taking a slightly longer route here. Only slightly longer because he has to pick up and teach Ice, rather not Ice Beam, but Blizzard. His Ice move. Okay, Crrool dying to self-destruct, but not before paralyzing the Weezing. Looks like he had a bit of a troll there, but no problem. So it was 128-40. So the lead is up to about 3 minutes and 15 seconds now for Flutz. As Flutz now makes his way towards his first of this gym rush, choosing to do Erica first. Let's see how he will handle this Wiggly Woo. Okay, useless crit here for Flutz. And he is blizzing the Wiggly Woo. And it crits again, useless crit. But no problems there. For anybody unfamiliar with Mr. Flutz, he is quite fond of his Wiggly Woo. Okay, Crrool now in Cinnabar Tower. Or Mansion, rather. Why do I keep calling it Tower? Okay, Flutz will now be going back to Cinnabar Island to go to Blaine's gym. Let's see if we can, let's see if he can, rather, get all these questions right with his expert knowledge of Pokemon trivia. Okay, Crrool picking up these two mansion candies. Yep, picking up both of them. Again, showing us these pre-manip stats, or strats, rather, that should technically not be necessary now that we have a manipped Nido. Okay, Crrool opting to take Erica first as well. Just as Flutz says yes to the question of TM28 including Tombstoner, which everybody knows it is. Okay. Okay, Crrool now entering his Erica fight, just as Flutz is finishing up this last attack on his Blaine fight. Alright, and Flutz now on to Sabrina, his last of the gym rush here, as Crrool is going to Blaine, where Flutz just was. Okay, and Flutz is done with his boss rush. Now he will head to Giovanni, his last gym. Okay, now Flutz taking this safety save before the black belt fight, which can sometimes be a bit of a troll. It's definitely a gatekeeper for this late game. Oh, and he does get the low kick. But it is not enough to kill him. He does have quite a low red bar right now, but see if he can survive. As Crrool finishes up playing, now going to Saffron. Flutz threw that fight clean. Semi-clean, but with 7 HP. Now just exiting and re-entering the gym to reset position of that black belt to make the way clear for Giovanni. Okay, Crrool getting a useless crit at the end of his Sabrina fight. As Flutz is just finishing up his Giovanni fight. Does not get at the range on the Blizzard. Gets a guard spec. And his Giovanni time is 1:39. Let's see the seconds. 1:39.26. Just as Crrool is now flying towards Viridian. Okay, Flutz coming into his second to last or last, depending on how you look at it, rival fight. And Crrool is coming to the black belt fight, taking a save a few tiles early. Just making sure that he gets that chance to save. And of course this Pidgeot is completely free to set up, as it will always and only use agility. So it's getting a useless crit there, just to finish off, as he missed the range. Crrool looks like he is clean through this black belt fight. No problems there, and a useless crit here too. So he is now on to Giovanni, just exiting and re-entering the gym in order to clear the way. And Flutz is clear through the rival fight. No problems there. Once you set up on that Pidgeot, it's all clear sailing from there. Okay. And for Flutz, it's just walking past a whole bunch of people, showing you've got all your badges, and making sure you have them. Oh, and Flutz making sure to activate Strength as he's right beside the water. Just making sure that if he needs to move any boulders in this overworld, then he can. Crrool getting the fissure. Of course, it does not affect us as we are faster. And he is through his Giovanni fight. Let's see his time. It's 1:42.56. Okay, and Flutz is now starting his boulder run. We will see if we get any swag from him here today. I do expect we will. For people that are unfamiliar with this, there is a certain animation that happens if you input frame perfectly here when pushing these boulders. And there's a little bit of a competition between our runners in this tournament about who can do the most of them. The record is 12. We have seen 0 from Flutz so far. Looks like he really wants to win. Okay, we'll see if we get any swag boulders from here. This is the longest horizontal stretch of pushing. No problems from Crrool on this rival fight here. And 0 swag boulders so far from Flutz. This is unexpected to say. Flutz usually loves his memes. Okay, Crrool through his rival fight after the setup, no problems. Flutz is now onto his last boulder, just as Crrool is starting to flash his badges. I am very eager to see, waiting with bated breath. Flutz, are you going to give us some swag? He is not. That is it. 0 swag boulders for Flutz. What a disappointment. He has lost the race in my eyes. And no swag PC, that's it. Okay, looks like he will be going for the switch out on Lorelei though. Fair strat, bypassing the Mart. He still has his 2 full restores, so should not need any more than that. Crrool just coming up to his first boulder run. Okay, Aurora Beam hits, which is good. It's not very lucky to get a Gen 1 miss there. But it has happened. And showing a spectacular AI here, as Dugong, immediately after using Aurora Beam, uses Rest, no matter what. Okay, Crrool, no swag so far. As Flutz is just clearing Lorelei. And no problems here for Flutz. We'll see what he does for Bruno, if he is going to keep this red bar or not. He is just going to Elixir and save, but keeping his red bar. Okay. So we get 0 so far from Crrool as well. Probably really wants to get a good time here, not wasting any time trying to YOLO or swag. No YOLO swag. He did mention earlier that he is on PB pace right now, so we'll see if he can keep that. Okay. Flutz using his full restore before Agatha. Not taking any chances, as Agatha can be a troll. And that is it. Crrool also with 0 swag boulders. You're both dead to me. Oh, and Flutz got the confusion there, but gets the Dream Eater. Another hurt and confusion, and the hypnosis. Things are looking bad for Mr. Flutz. Gets the Dream Eater and it hits. He's going to have to use that Polka Flute. Nightshade, and Nightshade takes him down to 0. He has to redo Bruno, which means that Crrool has just come up on his time here. Not much time separating them now. Just one member of the Elite Four. Flutz getting a rock throw there while he sets up, but doesn't matter. Okay, Crrool now through Lorelei onto Bruno, just as Flutz is finishing Bruno for the second time. And that is a high five if I've ever seen one. Okay, and let's hope that Agatha is a little nicer to Flutz in this second try. Flutz gets Nightshade, but no confusion, and that is what he wants. Crrool having to full restore in the fight while he sets up another X special. Oh, and it looks like he forgot to elixir before the fight. That must be why. Flutz getting a useless crit on that Haunter. Crrool a little low on health, but not deterred. Flutz with another useless crit. And onto this last Gengar. And Flutz is through to Lance. And we are letting Lance decide right now. Lance will definitely decide. Okay, Crrool just using a super potion here. Fair play. He does need his full restore for either Lance or Champion. Flutz elixiring here and saving. No no surprises from here on out for Flutz. Is what he is hoping for, but he will definitely not have to reset and do Bruno and Agatha again. He's being as safe as he possibly can. Let's see how Lance decides. Crrool getting that Hypnosis. This is not looking good. He is going to have to use that Poke Flute. Gives that Gengar another turn. Hydro Pump hits on Flutz. Does it crit? It does not crit. Puts him into red bar. Perfect for the rest of this fight. And it looks like Lance has decided. On Crrool's side, he does have Confusion. Earthquakes through it. Let's see if he can continue this. Does hurt himself in Confusion on the Golbat. And Confuse no more. Okay, no more worries for Crrool. He can finish the rest of this fight. Just as Flutz is taking out the last of the champion's Pokemon. Or last of Lance's Pokemon, rather. And Lance has decided for Flutz, and he has decided in Flutz's favor. What a race. What a match between these two. Flutz now using a Super Potion. Probably will be using that other Super Potion as well. Nope, just the one. So, if there is anything other than a regular wing attack, he may die. Really hoping for no wing attack crit or no sky attack. Though if he does have sky attack, he can full restore beforehand. So it's just the wing attack crit that he's really not looking for. Let's see how it goes. Just as Crrool is entering Lance, Flutz gets the Whirlwind. Second try, gets the Mirror move. That is it. GG for Flutz. Big GG's for him. All he has to do now is press A to win. Just as Lance is entering his or just as Crrool, rather, is entering his Lance fight. Sets up. Hydro Pump miss. No worries here on out for Crrool. But it is too little, too late, as Flutz is our winner tonight. Okay, Flutz, all he has to do is mash. That is all he has to do, as Crrool is finishing off that last Dragonite. He will now go to his champion fight with almost full HP. This is looking good for Crrool as well. Okay, and we will get Flutz's SRL done time in just a second, but we are still rooting for Crrool for his new PB, as he is just entering this fight now. We have the done time, and Flutz finishes first with a time of 1 minute. Let me try that again. Let me try that again. Oh my goodness. Okay, 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 52 seconds. GG for Mr. Flutz. Oh man. Okay. And Crrool is just going through, uses an Earthquake here, just has to use Horn Drills for the rest of it, and GG for Crrool as well. Should be about a 201, maybe less. Sub 201 would be fantastic for Crrool right now. We have Flutz in the waiting room now. Hello, Flutz.
Hello.
GG, man.
Yeah, GG. Thanks.
Yeah, that was an intense run, man. A lot of bad RNG, and with that Agatha fight.
Yeah, bad RNG happened in the early game, and then I had an incredibly bad elixir pickup and choked everything I had in Agatha. At least I still got a sub 2, I'm fine with that, but
it was a sub 2, and
nice
it was
time
a win.
again.
Yeah.
Which feels bad, man.
Yeah, but this is your third win in this group stage, is it not?
Yeah, it is.
So we will definitely be seeing more of you coming into the single elimination.
Hopefully I don't choke anything in the upcoming stage.
Well, do you want to talk us through your run a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So I had a really bad start, not failing the manip, and still had a over 8-minute middle run. Wasn't too good altogether up until Mount Moon as well. And of course I failed the manip again, like in all my attempts in this tournament yet. So I had to keep going with that. Then it was quite solid. Not having red buff or fly was okay. Turned out as the best play since I got crit from Wine Whip by Ivysaur on Poke Flute Split, which actually put me into red buff for the 2 Ghastlies, which is something. And yeah, it was decent from then on, up until Agatha. Yeah, and then I just continued, and after I lost those, I don't know, 2 minutes 30, something, even a little more, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
it was quite a substantial time loss there, having to redo Bruno and Agatha again.
yeah, it would have been 156 or something without that. But it's fine.
But still, it was a good performance. And Crrool has just joined us in here now. Hello, Crrool. How are you doing?
Hello, guys. No, doing quite well. I mean, I just PB'd by over a minute, so
yes,
nice. Congrats.
GG, man. I'm just going to read off your official time here. SRL time is 2 minutes. I did that again. I did it again. 2 hours, 1 minute, and 17 seconds. Thank you very much. GG, Crrool, on your PB.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and
GG.
congrats, Flutz, on the win.
Thanks.
Guess it ended closer than I initially expected, at least.
Yeah, definitely. Agatha, please.
And
I just
actually,
up. I don't know why I didn't full restore. I was just on top of flute. I don't know. And that missed input on going down to inventory. It was just stupid, I guess. Well then.
yeah, so actually this race was fairly close throughout. At the end of Mount Moon, it was only about a minute and a half difference. At times it did grow to about 3 minutes difference, but that was all. There was no big mistakes from either of you guys. Both of you playing on basically the top of your game, which I really do appreciate here. Makes my job a little easier. But yeah, so we've already heard from Flutz about his run. Crrool, do you want to talk us through your run a little bit?
I mean, all in all, the run started off really poorly. First getting, a pretty bad Route 1, which I believe both of us had. Then getting bodied by the Weedle and just having a really rough time up to Brock. And then into Route 3 as well, because the double wrap in there too. So yeah, and then Mount Moon didn't help either with having messed up the manip somewhere there. I still don't know exactly where I messed it up. I suspect on picking up the Moonstone, but I did mess up somewhere. But then, like the second half of the run, that just completely turned around. Like after Surge, I had a solid red bar going, starting Rock Tunnel. I was able to keep that for the most of it as well. Took a few risks there, but it really ended up paying off. And then the second half of the run, I just started steadily chipping down the time. It wasn't until Koga that I realized, like, ooh, I might actually not be behind anymore. I'm probably still behind, but I might not be. I golded a few splits there, actually, as well. Like, basically everywhere from Safari Zone all the way to Sabrina was a gold for me.
Wow, GG.
So by that point, I realized, okay, this, if nothing else, it means I'm playing on a half-decent level. At least for my standards. I mean, I was still losing time to Flutz, and I saw that. Even though having golded Blaine and Sabrina, I still lost like 4 seconds on Flutz. But that's just the difference in execution and the difference in experience with the run, I suppose. So then going into, the last bit of the game, I was aware I was ahead, and by that point, it kind of started, working a little bit. I made a mistake on Bruno for getting to Elixir beforehand, which then lost me some time again. But all in all, at the end of the day, it was a pretty decent run, especially through the second half of it.
Yeah, and I noticed one thing, and watching back, if you guys watch back the VOD, you'll see my comments on this as it happens, but neither of you did any swag boulders in Victory Road.
Yes.
I never. Well, first of all, I knew I was ahead, so I didn't want to risk it. But more than anything, I don't know how to swag boulder, and I know this is really bad, but I actually do not know how to swag boulder. I never learned it because I haven't actually been running this game for the past 2 years, and even before then, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
and for me, it was like. after Flute everything, I felt like my execution was at least better than on the last race against Hassel. It was decent, at least, and yeah, I wanted to go for a nice time there, and that's why I didn't swag boulder when Agatha happened. And yeah, maybe I should have swag bouldered to get rid of that Agatha.
Swag bouldering for good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, a really solid performance from both of you guys here. RNG aside, there was some really top level playing. I really want to commend both of you for this race. You really performed well, both of you. GG.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And also thanks for the commentary. Doing this alone is not easy. I know that.
No problem. I'm happy to be here. I've had lots of people in chat helping me out, making my job a little easier. And shout out to Feasel as well for all of the technical stuff behind the scenes and just being an all-around good guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I think that'll be it for us. We do have another race coming up very soon. I think immediately after this one ends, there will be another race, and that is between Hassel and Friskus Plays. This will be the last of that. That will be the last Group F match, I do believe.
Yeah, that is correct. And I mean, after this match, we already know that Flutz and Hassel will be moving on. So congrats to the both of them. I mean, I kind of expected this would be my last match of the tourney, but you know, they're both fantastic runners, and they definitely deserve to be moving on to this next round. So a big congrats to the both of them. And well, I mean, I'm just gonna try my luck in the Mystic Quest tournament past this point, because you know, that's started.
Now, Crrool, do you see yourself continuing to run red at this point after this tournament?
Not likely. I might chim down my time to get a sub 2 at least, because, you know, with the amount of safety saves I made, the amount of mistakes I made, I know I can easily sub 2. Like, my execution is definitely good enough at this point that I could do that, but outside of that, I'm probably just gonna leave it until like mid-2018 when I'm just gonna come back, because the past few years have kind of been like that, where I just left it and then a year later I PB and then I just stopped playing again. And I have my PB, so, you know, see you 2K18, I guess.
Still waiting for that. Maybe there's another red tournament in 2K18.
I mean, if there is another one, I'll probably be joining in again soon. I know that my chances in a red tourney aren't that good. It's definitely not the game I'm most familiar with, but you know, it's still a fun game to play every now and again. But I just don't see myself grinding this one out.
Fair enough. Fair enough. If you've got other games that you currently mainline, then having red on the side is fine, and leaving it, yeah.
He needs to play out of gas a lot from now on, so I see him not having enough time for Pokemon.
I mean, I run so many games as is that, you know, it's kind of bound to happen. You're gonna have to make choices in that. So it's a nice side game to pick up every once in a while, but outside of that, this is it's good as it is.
All right. Well, I think that'll be it for us. Thank you very much, both of you guys, for the run. It was fantastic. Thank you, Flutz. Thank you, Crrool. Thank you, everybody in chat. Yeah, I've been Kyon Lion. I'm here with my two runners, Crrool and Flutz. We'll be signing off now. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye.
See ya.